US citizens turn to have the piss sucked from their balls here and all privacy completely thrown in the shitter.
Music needs to be reined in and censored, and they need to know your ID just for you can listen to music? Like, you hear how crazy that is? Like,
yeah, that's great. Yeah, an AI-powered system that's going to determine whether or not you're going to be punished on this platform, even as a casual viewer.
So first of all, using AI to monitor behavior is pretty dang creepy. If they estimate that you're under 18, you're going to be forced to submit your credit card or government ID to prove that you're not. Yeah, that policy seems pretty terrible in of itself, and it also seems like something that could be abused.
I want to start this video by saying, do not spread your personal information online. There's a lot of videos on the internet over the past several years that have always said never spread your personal information online. And I know we're in times where people have to do so to abide with companies, but you do have a choice, even if that choice sucks. The reason I'm saying this is because
these are called Trojan horses, where they push these through under a false pretense like this, with so many huge detrimental consequences attached to it that impede on your freedom. They use this idea of protecting kids from harmful content as a way of getting this bill across the line that has really bad stuff in it. There is nothing good about handing over your freedoms.
So if you've been on the internet recently, then you've probably seen some videos covering this massive censorship that's been going on in the UK, and it's pretty fucking nuts for them to do, especially when Rule 34 legitimately called their government dumb. But that's only the tip of the iceberg, because it gets fucking worse. And how much worse, you ask? Well, the UK, many citizens of it signed a petition to repeal this act, specifically the Online Safety Act, which, why don't we talk about that real quick? Guys, the government says it wants to protect children, and I'm not against the idea itself, because who the fuck would be? The issue is that parents' job is to protect their fucking kids. We shouldn't have to go to the extra mile to keep those kids safe, like it's our responsibility, and it shouldn't be the internet's fucking responsibility at all. Now, I'm going to say something that might seem a little controversial, but parents, have you ever considered using the feature called parental controls? I get you don't care, I get maybe you don't want to do that to your child, but that's your fucking responsibility to take care of your child. You or any other parent blaming the internet for that is absolute insanity, because you had the fucking means to stop it, but you didn't. That is your fault as a parent. If that sounds controversial at all, it's because you've forgotten your responsibilities, which is not mine nor the internet's problem. At least it shouldn't be pushed onto us like it is. Anyway, moving on, that petition got well over 300,000 votes in the UK, and any petition over 100k is considered worth the debate, yet their fucking dumbass government doubled down. Moving on.
Spotify is a music platform. It hosts music. This is being affected thanks to the Online Safety Act from the UK. It's just music. It's not showing anything.
Your Spotify account is being deactivated if you don't verify your age. This is fucking stupid, and it's going to make Spotify lose a lot of users. The reason why is simple enough. This is fucking music. Music is not some exploitation. It's a fucking form of art. Why do you think the creators are called artists? Musical artists. This is ridiculous. We shouldn't have to take the toll for shit parenting. So anyway, why am I talking about this? Because this censorship doesn't just apply to the UK. It's been happening here in the US too. Because putting your ID online at all is an invasion of privacy. It's because of a stupid feminist group called Collective Shout. Many games on Steam were taken down. Steam had no choice, since Collective Shout probably threatened their payment processors with legal action.
Collective Shout just yesterday has now also gone after itch.io, and they have removed every single not suitable for work game from their platform. We have de-indexed all adult NSFW content from our browse and search pages. We understand this action is sudden and disruptive, and we are truly sorry for the frustration and confusion caused by this change. Recently, we came under scrutiny from our payment processors regarding the nature of some content hosted on itch.io. Due to a game titled No Mercy, which was temporarily available on itch.io before being banned back in April, the organization Collective Shout launched a campaign against Steam and itch.io, directing concerns to our payment processors about the nature of certain content found on both platforms.
The same shit happened with itch.io and even Pixiv, which is a fucking art platform. And payment processors turned the other cheek because they didn't want any shit. And multiple NSFW sites in the US require an ID now, or at least in some states it does. And that in of itself isn't a bad thing, because it's understandable why that would happen to a literal porn site like Pornhub or whatever close to it, like Xvideos. What's not understandable is the fact that it's fucking happening to video games, art, music, a lot of shit, even to YouTube. The YouTube thing and Spotify thing isn't related to Collective Shout, but the video games and art are. Collective Shout, you need to wake up. These video games you've taken taken out, and art are not real. They do not harm any real people. Stupid groups like this make me sick. Pull your head out of your ass. You know what's crazy too though? After the backlash, they privated their fucking posts. A bunch of fucking hypocrites they are. Moving on.
They've just announced they're rolling out AI in the US to detect if users are actually under 18.
It ignores the stated age and applies restrictions to users they suspect are not 18.
YouTube is rolling out AI to detect if users are under 18. It ignores the stated age and applies restrictions to users it suspects regardless.
Here's how it works. We will use AI to interpret a variety of signals that help us to determine whether a user is over or under 18. These signals include the types of videos a user is searching for, the category of videos they have watched, or the longevity of the account.
It will estimate users based on their behavior and account data. This means things like the things you watch on YouTube, the things you comment. Let's say you like watching Roblox as a fucking example. You would then be considered a child because thousands of children watch Roblox content on YouTube, and since an AI only have numbers in large to go off of, it will suspect you. Or at the very least, you know YouTube is keeping a very close eye on you. All of this is just so the government can monitor more of your activity and know exactly who you are, where you fucking live, all of it. Fucking crazy somebody wants to live in peace and anonymity. Fuck's sake. This is not okay, and for other reasons than just giving your information to the government, because anywhere you upload your ID online can be data breached. Easily, in fact, considering how many data breaches have happened on the internet. You should not allow this. Do not conform to this. This is not about protecting kids, because the government could never truly hope to accomplish such a feat. That is just not it. And even if it was, you have to consider that children would still be harmed by content that's under the gauge of that, like Roblox, which has a lot of brain rot that isn't good for kids, and many other slop contents on YouTube just for kids. If it was really about protecting kids, wouldn't they want to protect their identity, therefore also protecting others' identities? Well, if it can just be breached and then taken upon that breach because we're forced to show our identifications, that's pretty fucking stupid. So take action against this, because if it's happening now, it's only going to get worse until literally everything we do is monitored constantly and the illusion of freedom is still given. If our country's slogan is that, then don't protect the government and companies that oppose that very reality. Speak your voice and go against them. Share this video and have more people realize the problem. If they don't get it, explain it to them. This isn't something for debate. It's an oncoming problem and we need to stop it. Anyway, just wanted to talk about that for a bit. See ya.